Sorry for missing the past 2 days. I couldn't. No, that's not the reason why. I just ended up forgetting to write. Not intentionally. I didn't do anything for the new year, but I did just end up forgetting to do this, so. I forget that when I take breaks, I need to pay extra attention to how well I'm writing, as otherwise I can regress in areas that I'm not aware of until it's too late and I need to go about practicing again. I have school in I'm leaving for school in 2 days, which I don't know, I'm so upset about. I can't even lie. I do not want to do school. Not now. I'm not ready. I don't feel mentally prepared, nor emotionally, like, I just. Okay, so the horizontal lines are just not there. The letter U is not great. I wish I had things to talk about while I'm writing, but I just don't, because anything I could be talking about, I'm basically unable to do. I think I'll end up practicing, but I'll only be doing my reverse. I don't know. There are things I want to do that I cannot do because I'm injured. I'll stop. We'll just get practicing. So if I suddenly just end up dropping the phone and all you see is darkness or a side of paper, that is why. It's so difficult. I'm glad I got to this right now. Because, oh my goodness, not tending to this right now could lead to muscle memory ingrainment that would plague me for a long time after, so, you know. Better to fix this now. Denying issues is it's essentially ensuring that you are permanently issue riddled, which is terrible. And I actually have, I don't know, impetus. I doubt that's the word I'm looking for. I have really, really strong motivation to continue doing these things because I basically cannot rely on my right hand now. So I've been trying to I have been trying to do my daily tasks that I normally use my right hand for and instead use my left hand for them. I don't know if that sentence was intent, but yeah, mentally I need a longer time to recuperate. And I just am not gonna get it. Yay. It's so fun and enjoyable. Because also no one cares and no one is accommodating everyone. It's just how the world works. No one cares to accommodate you. It's just that. You have to take care of yourself. At least something of this nature. I think I will only be doing lowercase letters. I am absolutely exhausted. And I didn't even want to do this to begin with. As in today's entry, so practicing is an unexpected bonus. A necessity, but given my inclinations, it is. That's the word I'm looking for, probably before. Like, I am inclined to continue this series further than just 100 entries or whatever. That was always the plan in the beginning, to go beyond 100, but yeah. I was not inclined to do this entry today, but gotta suck it. it's too late if you haven't. Every second costs time. Every bit costs time. This is not something I want to be spending my time on. It is something I have to spend my time on, regardless of whether it becomes obsolete in things I care about. So fun. Such a diabolical, inescapable trap. I'm not someone who miracles happens to. Oh my goodness, you can see I'm getting lax. It's not easy either, and my posture isn't great. But to be honest, posture is a little bit less irrelevant. Like, posture beyond the holding of the pens of the writing utensil itself is actually not good, because I think for this practice in particular, having versatility of position is really useful. For comfort. Because, let's be honest here, when you're taking tests, right? Sometimes or even in different seats and different desks, different flat surfaces, you need to be accustomed not just to the motions of the writing, but how to be able to replicate it from different orientations or starting locations. So me doing this, me changing the way I'm sitting, the way I'm angling my limbs, everything, will help largely in versatility, especially when it might potentially be needed in the future. I think this is a little more straightforward letter to get. I just need to not mess up the curve. Oh my goodness. The letter G, the G's, they're getting in the way. Oh my goodness. What is going on? I know exactly what's going on. This was always a minor peeve of mine. Since there's no line skipping going on, there's no in music it's kinda called ledger lines or something. I don't remember what it's called in writing/calligraphy, but lines that extend, or empty spaces for ledger letters to descend down into, I'm not writing with them. I'm not considering any of those, I'm not adding in any of those spare spaces. So, the tall letters especially will clash with the hanging letters of the previous line, and just basically interfere with penmanship. Well, not necessarily even that, just add a challenge of precision that perhaps I'm not as prepared to deal with. Anyways, that's why I usually write my letters smaller than the scale the spaces between the lines provide. In any case, this is pretty exhilarating practice. These letters are so abysmal, it is tickling. But that's why I do them backwards. If you can do it backwards and you primarily work on it forwards, you have a solid all-around consistency to your muscle memory. As you can see right now, my M's are not displaying this. And M's are typically a pretty difficult letter for me to churn out in a consistent fashion. So this difficulty with writing the letter M backwards definitely makes sense, or is consistent with the premises in my head, in my mind. This is actually so relatively stressful. I messed it up. No! It's okay. We just restart again. If you do it correctly, you move on. If you don't do it correctly, you get more practice. Even if it's the most annoying thing in the world, it just has to be done. I couldn't imagine what life is like for someone who has freedom of choice. Freedom of favorable choice. Or I guess freedom of unfavorable choice would be a little more apt. Imagine being able to just sit in silence and think to yourself. Imagine being able to afford spending time. To be fair, I guess, since I am working on a personal interest, that this could be considered quote-unquote spare time. But honestly, I can't even be affording this. I think I'm in severe time debt, which is a part of my problem and a part of the reason why I do not appreciate my future. You know, it is the brand new year, but honestly, I don't think it changes anything, nor really should it, besides maybe a societal recognition that, oh yeah, another year has passed. An anniversary of our observance of an astronomical event. astrological event has come to pass, but it's in all other aspects, it's just another day, or maybe some people have it as a holiday, I guess. But even then, it's difficult to envision New Year's as anything special. Another fun little thing about New Year's, New Year's resolutions, they're funny. Sometimes people stick to them, a lot of times people don't. If you really have a resolution you want to make, it doesn't matter when you make it. The best time to do something is before you were born. The second best time to do it is now. So the proverb says, and I probably did finish the curse by accident. I didn't mean to start it in the first place. But you get the point. There's no sense in waiting for tomorrow that you very likely won't have. So just do it now. Assuming, of course, you are capable of doing the thing. If you have as aspiration getting famous, sorry if the noise of that registers, but if you have aspirations like, oh, I want to become an astronaut. No, sorry, even better, I want to become a K-pop star. Take a good look at yourself in the mirror and seriously gauge whether you actually would have a chance at such a thing. Some dreams you're forced to kill so that society doesn't do it a worse fate with you caught in the crossfire, or the main fire, even. I'll eventually have to do that with this series. Probably, but hopefully by that point, I should definitely do it with the series now. But doing this right now, just even if I have nothing left to hope for, this at least will make the other things in my life a little more efficient to do. So, roll with it. One, two. Okay, I see. Oh, the reverse piece looks so nice. What the heck? What the heck? What do you mean? What do you mean they just naturally look like this? Dude, these look so good that I'm sorely tempted to adopt this method of writing my piece. But unfortunately, I think this looks more like a row than a P, which isn't bad. I prefer some degree of separation between how I write certain symbols, how I write my symbols, rather. I will say though, this is fun. Oh, I did it wrong. So we do this, and then A. Crazy. I expect this one to take us a little bit, at minimum. A little bit of time, a little bit of effort, a little bit of testing. Makes sense. W was never a free letter to write down for me. Really? Sure, this one works. Kind of. No. At least some semblance of neatness is needed. Oh my goodness, this is taking about as longer than I feared it would, even though we're writing less than usual. Please don't tell me my stomach made it onto the microphone. That's a very interesting Z, but I will take it. Wait, this is actually diabolical. I love it. We'll just do 3 because I do not see it, man. I don't see it. What is this? What the heck? What is this? I did it wrong, too. The capital letters are clownery. Oh, what the heck do you want? Hello? The pay. Okay. I forfeit. What is this? This gets worse. It gets worse. What is this beta? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And then I'm like, wait, why is this so bad? Here's the answer. Zero command on muscle memory. If this one's acceptable, I'll move on. Because actually, I've done a pretty solid job with the B's, and I just ended up missing the 3 streak. Okay. C will be a comedy, especially when it cuts through a bunch of Y's. So we're just gonna instead write them only slightly bigger than the lowercase ones until we reach a free point, because I just do not want to deal with them right now. Yay, I had a choice over this. What a insignificant choice it is. Anyways, this will be so bad, I think. We'll see if I will stand corrected at the end of this. They look okay if you aren't scrutinizing it carefully enough. Okay, that one's also slanting really ugly. They're slanting something ugly, so to figure out how to fix that. Because it's unattractive. It makes for inconsistent letters. And it actively damages neatness, which is what we're trying to work on. It detracts focus from elsewhere as well, such as concentrating on the other parts. How difficult are horizontals? Man. Holy. Only mutiny and beauty. Okay, sure. I'll take that. Okay. That's the fact that I have to accept that. Actually, no, I won't accept it even. That is shameful. That is. These are all shameful. What is this? So. I got you a recommendation. I suppose, man. I cannot make heads or tails. I mean, to be fair though, this is how all of my. How I always begin with extreme frustration. Not extreme frustration, impatience. But after the first session, the first few sessions of several hours of painstaking retrying, it ends up clicking. Eventually, whether that takes a day or a week, and eventually, once I get in probably a couple of years, that will turn into months as I degrade. Anyways, we're going to move on from that because that is not conducive, nor productive dialogue to utter. What is productive dialogue to utter is that the bottom always seems to be shorter than the top. The bottom horizontal line always seems to be shorter than the top horizontal line. So I'm gonna try to fix that by making it less slanted. Oh, that was kind of okay. Okay, I will take that because I do not want to deal with this longer. The letter F hopefully is straightforward. I mean, to be fair, it is targeting the least problematic of the most problematic components of the letter E. So the letter G is pretty straightforward. As I say that. The way I view the letter G in this case this circle. Orthogonal to the circle. So I give up. I don't want to deal with that right now. Up. It's honestly almost comical. How consistently these letters turn out sloppy. The vertical strokes of H are unsteady. Heterogeneous, homogeneous, hilt, halt, holster, illegal, illustrious, illuminate, incubate, intubate, intolerant, inconspicuous, incognito, invade, intrude, involution, idempotent, instigate, inspect, intricate, jolly, don't I wish, jubilant, joined, jerk, jostle, jam. Drumagander is a proper noun. Not sure. Jamboree, I suppose. Cauliflower, kappa, kick. I actually can't think of letters with K right now. Why? I am just so silent right now. Lost, loser, take the L, luminescent, lackadaisical, lethargic, lean, leisure/leisure, lickety-split, light, leather. Oh no. My mother said to pick the very best. Anyways, matriarchal, matricide, marital, morning, I suppose. I mean, I'm already done with this freaking letter. No. Nickel. feel so dumb. I suppose knocks, knickers, nicks, knits, nitwit. Open, obfuscate, obstruct, obstacle. Optics, optometrician. Pretty. Poignant, poise. Power, privilege. Pansy, prissy, prim, proper. Perfect. An artificial construct, by the way. Quail is always the obvious one here. Question. For I, there's inquisitor. Quotient. Quick. Ramona Quimby. Quiz. I can't believe I said. No, I said quail, not quill. Rough. Round. Ridiculous. Rotund. From P, I forgot to say paunch. Rectangular. Reminiscent. Remember. Return. Reticent. Recalcitrant. Retaliate. I'll probably forget to say this later when the letter pops up, but vicarious. Renowned, royal, rickety, racket, rowdy, for B there's boisterous, rancid, repulsive, revulsion, sorry, sad, sonorific, sleepy, sick, sepulcher, silly, sacrilegious. A, there's anathemic, anema, sound, scary, sacrifice, I suppose, sacrificial. Terrible, terrific, timing, time, tinny, tinkle, traffic, trade, train, track, trace, thick, thickening, ultraviolet, unified, unison, union, united, unbelievable, unusual, usual, understandable, uncomprehensible. I, there's illiterate, ulcer. Oh, I'm doing it backwards. There we go. Umbilical, ubiquitous, universal, universe, utter, utter, I there's inane, E there's asinine. Uncertain. For O there's onomatopoeia. Vulture. Vilified, villain. Vindicated. Vindictive, vindicative. Vogue. Vanity Vain. Vixen. I believe that's the box. What, where, who, what, when, where, why, how. Except how. Wicked. Witch. Waddle. Water. Winter. Whittle. Wanted. Walked. Won't. Will. Xylophone. Xeno. Words. Xylo words. Xylode. I honestly can't even give you anything. X-ray. This is, I think, common. Yes. Yippee. Yoink. Yank. Yeet. Defenestrate. D. Yap. Yak. E has egregious. Yucky. V vicarious. I didn't say it as I predicted. Anyways. Boom. Zesty. Zilch. Zero. Sap. Zebra. Zip. But, honestly, the vocabulary spitting was a good supplement to an otherwise tedious task that I might consider implementing in the future. With that, though, I believe I am done with today's practice session, so I bid you a better day than I will ever have, and sign off.